What started as a live stream message turned into a national holiday, an inter-fandom battle, and a galaxy-spanning fever dream featuring K-pop idols, space marines, and a very stressed-out poet. This is entitled My Love Confession Caused a Civil War, a short story for my Byul created by Jesus Pangapara. If this tale stirred something in you, a memory, a dream, or a truth, our Ko-fi, Amazon, and Patreon links are in the description. Support helps us keep writing for you and the ones you hold dear. We all sat in a digital void that smelled faintly of nostalgia and takedown notices. Me slouched into a fold of reality where ad revenue dies, Byul sipping her juice box with the casual power of someone who's been viral too many times to flinch, Wheein petting a copyright-free cat, and Yongsun arms crossed, wearing what looked like a battle suit made of legal paperwork and sass. Before we begin, I said, voice weary like a man who's seen content ID claims in 3 languages. We just want to say, this is my channel, and we can't parody everything. Byul nodded solemnly. We tried, we really do. Wheein shrugged. We wanted lightsabers, kaiju, full musical numbers, and a hologram of Theon passing judgment, but YouTube's copyright system said, try me. Yongsun let out a breath through her nose, and yet full-on K-dramas and TikTokers lip-syncing entire movies don't get demonetized. Balance had left this algorithm within, whispered, stroking the cat. It's chaos out there. So please, I continued, if you see us suggesting something that looks like a space war, a fantasy trial, or a certain galactic empire, you didn't see it. Let your imagination fill the lawsuit-shaped gaps, Byul added brightly. We'll meet you halfway. And if the algorithm strikes us down, I began, we'll become more demonetized than you can possibly imagine. All 4 of us said in unison. It wasn't supposed to be legendary. I wasn't trying to start a movement or a war or a national holiday. I wasn't trying to be remembered. I was just trying to be brave or stupid. The difference is thinner than paper, and I was holding a keyboard like it was a confessional door that I could knock on, quietly, reverently, while she read names and jokes and nonsense, scrolling past a blur of emoji and overexcitement. There she was, Byul, sitting in a grey hoodie that made her look like someone's ex and someone's future at the same time. Hair tied up, bangs framing her face like velvet shadows, laughing with that lopsided smirk that made the chat explode every 5 seconds. And me, I was in the chat too, hidden in a sea of thirsty chaos and loyalists. Username, forgettable. Identity cloaked, just another fanboy with shaky fingers. But I had waited years for this. She read a message about potatoes, then about her cat. Then someone asked if she would marry them. She laughed, I bit my lip, the cursor blinked. The words had already been typed out. Byul, I love you. I have always loved you. Please look at me. Then I hit send. I could feel my heartbeat in my throat. I could feel the world tilt slightly off axis. But what I didn't feel, what I couldn't feel was the weight of the moment, or how much dynamite I had just thrown into the center of a delicately balanced fandom ecosystem. The stream froze, she blinked once, twice, then she whispered, Jess? The video glitched, buffering, then gone, silence, and then chaos. I saw the hashtags bloom in real time like a digital blossom of rage, confusion, and romantic hysteria. He did what? Byul Gate, Jess Go to Jail Challenge, Moonquake, and different hashtags. Fandoms fractured in real time. It was like someone broke the internet but left the pieces spinning. Everywhere I turned, there were flames, not literal one yet, but it felt like my name was stitched across every angry tweet and every stunned live stream reaction. Yongsun appeared on an emergency YouTube broadcast looking like a war general meets opera diva. She was wearing a hanbok that shimmered like justice and fire and held a pointer stick made of ice cream cones. Behind her were holographic slides, my name circled in red, a giant banner read, "Please look at me." Her voice was calm but not kind. "We are not angry he loves her. We are angry at the syntax." She stared directly into the camera. "You don't confess with the line, 'Please look at me.' That's not love. That's a desperate child asking for dessert." Applause and then tears. A marching band began forming outside her studio. They played Starry Night in a minor key. Elsewhere, Wheein had already barricaded herself inside a sound studio, refusing to talk to anyone. Rumor had it that she was producing an entire revenge album. 20 tracks, all verses about emotional whiplash and men who couldn't time a heartbeat if you gave them a metronome. She streamed the teaser of the track at 3 a.m. The beat was soft, mournful, and then the verse dropped. You typed a line like you pressed undo, broke her heart with the control cue, said, "Look at me, you fool," she was. But now she's gone, and it's because of you. I turned off my phone. Hyejin didn't turn anything off. She turned on every surveillance tool available to her and became the nation's unofficial FBI. She launched a live stream titled Operation What the Hell Did Jess Do? And presented a 4-hour expose with timestamp footage of every time I tried to appear near Byul's vicinity in the past 5 years. I had become a case file, a meme, a threat to national emotional stability. The president himself released a statement, calm, fatherly. "We mustn't let fan culture spiral into violence. Jess may be misguided, but he is not the devil." That was enough to prompt a counter-protest. And thus was born Korea's most ridiculous national holiday, National Chill the Hell Out Day. Ice cream trucks rolled down the streets like United Nations peacekeepers. Therapy alpacas were deployed in high schools. A group of old ladies in Jeju hand-knitted sweaters that read, "Love is not a crime, poorly timed love is." And I was hiding in a Goshiwon in Busan, living off convenience store ramen and regret, watching everything happen on a cracked tablet with a screen protector that peeled like my last remaining dignity. Sometimes I heard people outside whispering, "Is he the one?" I didn't answer. I just wrote poems I couldn't publish and opened the freezer to pretend I could freeze time. And then I dreamt. The courtroom was shaped like an arena. Instead of judges, the K-pop pantheon sat in thrones made of microphones and glitter. Taeyeon wore robes woven from ballads. Ayu had a crown of silence and moonlight. They stared down at me with disappointment only goddesses could summon. "Jess," I said softly, "you confess like a man lost in an alleyway of cliches." Taeyeon slammed her gavel. It made a boom like a bass drop. Trial by fandoms declared. Summon the warriors. And the floor opened and I fell. I woke up to the sound of fists on the door. 4 masked dancers grabbed me. They threw a pink Power Ranger suit at me. I was dragged to a film studio covered in a fog machine and glitter cannons. Across from me stood Wheein and Hyejin, dressed like K-pop battle queens with weapons shaped like guitars and mic stands. A giant screen above us read, "Final battle, love is war." I was given a karaoke mic. "Fight," someone said, or sing. Wheein launched first, spinning mid-air, landing with a punchline that shattered my eardrums. Hyejin summoned the holographic database and hurled past receipts like ninja stars. "Did you think we wouldn't notice the 2019 cafe tweet?" she screamed. I cried, but I also fought back. I sang "Paint Me Off Key." I quoted her own lyrics. I begged for forgiveness with a stanza I improvised mid-slap. Then out of nowhere, Yongsun crashed through the ceiling on a flying dragon made of cardboard and LED lights. "I have arrived to deliver justice," she screamed, holding a frying pan in a soft-served cone like twin swords. "That's not justice. That's a spoof of Dragon Quest," someone yelled. "I'm doing One Piece, you idiot," she shouted back. "It's a blend." And then Byul arrived, wearing pajama pants and holding latte, saying, "I cannot believe it's real." She walked past the chaos, grabbed my arm, pulled me in and kissed me. Not like a movie, not like a fantasy. Like we've been doing this in dreams, and now we're waking up for the first time. I closed my eyes, the world roared, Wheein sobbed. Hyejin handed me a revised poem. Yongsun fist bumped the dragon. We all collapsed together in the studio floor, tangled in confetti and fake smoke. Later, I was formally introduced to Byul's harem. Not what it sounds like. It was her word for the people she trusted, the people she loved, a platonic parliament of affection and memory. They called themselves family, sometimes chaos, sometimes just us. Yongsun taught me to write confessions better. She underlined my notes and told me to stop using ellipses. Wheein wrote a song about me called "Don't Do This Again." Hyejin watched me with suspicion, but when I handed her my next love letter, she only nodded once and muttered, "Better." And Byul, she kissed my temple one evening and whispered, "I forgive you, but next time confess backstage." "I'll bring flowers," I said. She smiled. "You better," she said. And then, the power cut off and we laughed. The world was still loud, but in her arms, I learned that love, when true, makes even civil wars or even worth surviving, even if they start with a live stream and a poorly worded please. I woke up in my bed, cold sweat sweating through my shirt like guilt after a romantic mistake. My phone buzzed softly, as if trying to remind me of something important, but I ignored it. Sunlight poured through the window with all the innocence of the world that hadn't burned from live stream confessions induced warfare. It was quiet and too quiet. No trending hashtags, no ice cream trucks in the distance, no flaming holographic dragons screaming about grammar. Just me, a single man, alone in a room that suddenly felt too far, too peaceful. Maybe it had been all a dream. Maybe none of it happened. No Yongsun giving a national speech on syntax. No Wheein dropping dishes like secret curses. No Hyejin doing PowerPoint kung fu. No Byul kissing me in a haze of glitter and chaos. I let out a long breath, dragged a hand down my face. It was just a fever dream, I whispered. A very vivid fever dream. Then the walls cracked, the air shimmered, and a thunderous voice shattered the silence. The war for Terra has begun. I sat up so fast, I hit my head on the bed frame. Standing at the foot of my bed was Yongsun, but not the Yongsun of music and sunrises. No, this one wore a Mark 9 Space Marine power armor, glowing gold and white. Her pauldrons inscribed with calligraphy and coffee stains. A bolt rifle hummed on her back. Her war helm was cradled on her forearm, her hair flowing like war banners. I have come to draft you, Brother Jess, she said solemnly, loyal servant of the Lexicon Legions. You bear the mark of confession. You are one of us now. The wall burst open when Wheein floated mid-air, her cloak swirling around her like smoke and sarcasm. Her eyes glowed yellow. She extended a crimson lightsaber. I feel a disturbance in the cringe, she said, remembering the dream. I staggered back. Wheein, you're a Sith Lord, yes. Hyejin trained me. But I was always the stronger one. Suddenly Byul materialized, glowing, incorporeal, a mist of silver and stardust that whispered in every frequency of my heart. The air turned warmer just being near her. She is the Force, Yongsun explained. She flows through all of us. She's rage, peace, confusion, and memes. I kissed that, I muttered. Am I high? Then Hyejin landed behind me in a Jedi robe so perfectly pressed it looked ironed by divine beings. She raised her lightsaber with a flick. I was Obi-Wan all along, she said. And you, Jess, were supposed to bring back balance to the timeline, not to wreck it with a super chat. No, this can't be happening. I stepped back. This isn't real. This is a dream. This is a fever dream inside a hallucination, inside a fanfiction I probably wrote in high school. Wrong! Yongsun shouted, slamming her gauntlet into the ground. This is destiny. The music swelled, lightsabers ignited. Byul's ethereal form began singing the bridge from Lunatic in surround sound. And I, poor fool that I was, dropped to my knees, lifted my face to the heavens and screamed, No! Fade to black. End credits roll. K-pop plays. Someone throws popcorn. Somewhere Byul is laughing. She always knew I wasn't ready for her world, but she still let me in. Also, please listen to Byul's Icy Baby on Mamamoo official YouTube channel. Thank you. This piece is dedicated to my dearest sunshine, Kim Yongsun. Please show her your love and support on her channel, Solar Sido. She's the heart behind so much of the light I share here. If you enjoy poems, short stories, and heartfelt journeys like this one, stay a while and see if any of my work resonates with you. I'd love for you to consider subscribing if you find a piece of your heart here. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what new story formats or poems you'd love to see. Your voice helps shape this growing storybook we're building here. Thank you for walking this world with me. Have a nice day.